Big Gruesome Program. I, of course, am your host, Dick Gruesome, and welcome to season number 3. And it's jam-packed. We've got Mexicans. We've got Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah.
Sex allegations.
Big Vince.
We've got New York, John Fetterman, California, pets, body slam clips.
It's
Who knows?
going down today.
But more importantly than all of that, we have back with us once again our fantastic guest, Mr. Jamie.
Mr. Jamie, Mr. Right On. What's happening? What's happening? Let's get this shit on the road. I ain't got all goddamn thing.
Putting a lot of pressure immediately on the outcome of this, but that's fine.
It's all good.
Hopefully we get a good on the first one.
I just want everybody to know the energy that's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. First off, I just want to say, that's interesting. I think Pat, we were just talking about Pat right before the show, and Pat is still alive.
He is. I seen him.
Did you? Have you?
No, I've never seen this man before.
What? You know what? Here's the thing. You shouldn't be allowed to vote in this country unless A, you pay taxes, or B, you have a car.
Yeah, I hear that. I can understand that. I won't argue that. I do both, you know. I know people that do one or the other, but as long as you do one.
Right. So is that where we're at? At least one.
At least one.
At least one.
I want you to do both.
Right.
But at least do one. I prefer both. You get further ahead. You get extra points if you do both. But just give me one.
Taxes or a car. Right. What happens if you, like, let's say you just steal the car? Then what?
How long you got it? I mean, because as long as you have it, you have it.
Right. And you know, if you let's say you steal a car, right?
Yeah.
And then you have that stolen car for like a year.
Yeah.
You're still doing the maintenance on the car.
You're doing the maintenance on the car.
That's
you're
your
putting
car.
Gas in the car.
Right.
I mean, the whole country was stolen. If you want it back, come take it back.
This is a great, you know, I've been watching this guy, and he makes very good points, about, I don't want to get into God or anything. Do you believe in God?
Not like Christians do. I don't believe God is an intellectual being.
Right.
I believe more in positive and negative energy. You want to call it God and the devil, that's cool.
Right.
But, you know, whatever. I don't knock nobody's stuff because I could be wrong.
Right.
Or whatever.
That's, you know what, I think, were you raised in a religion or no?
I was raised Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, really?
I come from the damn cult. You know, they rough.
Right.
They rough, you know.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was raised Jehovah's Witness. You ask anything about them, I could tell you whatever you want to know. And also the other side of the family is Baptists.
Right.
You know, so I had a dose of both, you know, and I decided I don't want neither one.
So I worked at a non-denominational church for a while.
Okay.
Which is similar to Baptist.
Okay.
It's, I don't know exactly the difference between all these things, but like the church that I worked at, like a specific woman would basically orgasm to the words of Jesus Christ. Do you know what I mean? Like they really.
I would like to see this, I suppose, in like scientific purposes.
So this is funny. She was white and her husband was black.
Okay.
And they had two, obviously, daughters that were
biracial, mixed, whichever you.
And that's not the funny part.
No.
The funny part was that obviously they would go to church as a family.
Mm-hmm.
And when the wife was orgasming, I mean, it was such a fucking scene. So the family was so embarrassed. The husband would like leave beforehand. You know what I mean? Because it's like, dude, like it's
you already know what's going to happen,
dude. And then the daughters, and this is the funny part. Here's a
funny part. I mean,
here's a part of the story, I should say.
Okay.
So because of the daughters having the mixed skin, so you can see a person like that get embarrassed, is what I'm saying. They get red face.
They get red. You can see the red in the red bone. You can see the red in the red and the
I was
yellow.
Embarrassed for them.
I believe it.
Little side note. I don't know where that was going, but the point is, something about some, whatever. Let's move on to Mexicans. Probably.
Let's talk about the Ricans.
Just so a baseline.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Mexicans?
Well, you know, I don't got no problem with Mexicans. I love Mexicans. I respect Mexicans. I love to be cool with them. I love to talk shit about them because that's how they love to do me too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There's kind of it's interesting to see all the races connect with each other. You know what I mean?
It is.
Because like I've noticed, and I don't know, I want to know what your take on this is. I've noticed Mexican people are pretty racist towards black people.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They like to say, oh, Mexicans and black, we just alike. Nah. I mean, if you want to say we just alike in the point that we don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? I've heard many Mexicans say, I can't bring you home because you're a black man. I can't come home with a black man. You see a Mexican with a white man before you see him with a black man.
Right. And you're referring to women, though.
Yes. Talking to women. The women, yes.
I figured, but I just want to...
The women, which are pretty much possessions.
Right.
A lot of the time.
As they should be.
I mean, like I said, I love them and I respect them. There's a reason for
Okay,
that.
all right. I'm taking the women out of this because, like, women to me aren't like people and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, when I'm talking about people, just assume.
Right, we're talking about actual people.
Right. So, like, Mexican, do you have any friends that you would, I mean, like, and you don't even have to, like, hang out. I mean, like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you talk to Mexicans?
I don't got really many Mexicans I talk to on a regular right now that I think about it.
Right.
Now that I think about it. I got a couple of them. I think it might be 1 or 2 at work.
Right.
It's one at work. Me and him might be rivals. More on that later.
Mm-hmm.
And my last job, I had 2 Mexicans that actually came across the border. That actually got their citizenship.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, that actually went through it and got their citizenship.
So how the fuck do you think they feel now? Have you seen let me pull up a clip. All right, I got a clip.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'm Mexican. I don't even know how.
Could be. Ain't nobody 100% anything.
Right? One of these days, I'm going to find out.
Right. People call me Jaime and I don't even correct them.
Look at this shit. This is like a Mexican Lives Matter protest. And like, what is happening?
They all Mexicans?
Who knows what they are?
You know, some Mexicans look like black.
Right.
Some Mexicans, I think they're from El Salvador. They're like real dark down there.
I'm speechless, first of all, because the video just keeps going.
It does. Like, there's no end to this.
Second of all, it's not just Mexicans. It could be anyone.
They're from all over. So don't think we picking on you, Ricans. It's all of us.
Well, for sure I am, but I don't want to cross that up. I'm making fun of Mexicans without a doubt. I want to make sure that's
all right.
I don't want anyone to like.
I renege that.
I don't want anyone to take away like, oh.
Right. I said I loved you, so now I'm finna fuck with you.
But beyond that, I'm saying I'm hearing Chinese nationals.
Chinese nationals. There's fucking did you see the clip of the dude that was from like India or some shit like that? And they asked him who he was, and he was like, "You don't know who I am? Soon you will know who I am."
Yeah, that's perfect.
Like that's crazy.
Perfect.
And come to find out, he's related or connected to some crazy shit,
dude.
And he's just walking around telling people they'll soon know who he is.
Which is it's a flip of the coin now, because it used to be like, you're a crazy person. We'll never know.
Right.
And now it's like, well,
it's like,
I don't know, man.
Given the latest current events.
Also, what's your name? Give me a dap, dude.
Right, for real. Like,
I can just know your name now.
Right, bring it in.
I can just know your name now, though.
Right.
So that video we watched, that was half.
Jesus.
That was half. Look at it. It's just
still going. Look, you speed it up and it's still going.
Dude, this is like when they open the doors at Target for Good Friday.
Right, or some Jordans. You see him walking around the puddle.
And this bitch. And then some of these, like, look what the clothes they're wearing. Yeah. So is it that bad in Mac? Because it looks like,
I don't know.
They have better clothes than they're wearing right now.
I think they come in the fucking. I think some of these people come from the slums of Mexico. Look how you looking right at the camera. Yeah, he definitely from Honduras.
He's like, I'm probably going to go beat the shit out of a couple cops right now.
Right. Exactly.
And I'm guessing no one's going to do anything about it.
And the leader is the guy right there behind him, acting like he's all timid, but he's actually the leader. Yeah. He's
like, I might go be a butler for P. Diddy or
Vince McMahon.
I
hear they related.
Nice shoes. Look at red shoes out of nowhere. Look,
those are nice and clean shoes.
Yeah, why are they all? It's not even. So that's the thing, though, too. Anytime before now, you meet a nice, timid Mexican man washing dishes, and it's like he snuck into the country, and it's like, fair enough.
All right, whatever. He's here.
He went through the treacherous up and down of the fences, and
he made it. He made it.
He survived.
He got it.
He's sending quarters back to his family in Mexico.
Sometimes $1.
If he's lucky. He's just sending broken dishes because he's not great at the dishwashing.
He's not great at it. He sends them for sentimental value. Like, look, these are broken dishes. One day I'll have a day where I don't break dishes, and then I'll be able to send you more than a quarter.
That's crystal. No, it's just glass. They don't know.
It's just glass. Don't worry about that, essay.
The point is that it's a lot of them. And then let's check out this thing that I'm sure is, everything's old news now, but we got to watch it.
This shit was so crazy.
There's no audio? Okay. Look what's happening.
Kicked him in the ass. You kicked him in the ass? I never noticed you kicked him in the ass.
Look at this. Is that a woman?
I think one. Boom. Look, I think.
Dude, that's hilarious. And then this guy's really tangling. This guy's a tangler.
Right, he's a real tangler. He came here to tangle.
He was watching Vince McMahon's WWE before he got here. Look at that. They just grab him off. This is like a Benny Hill type. Is this sped up stuff? Like,
I don't know. I think it might be sped up a little bit.
Hold on. We're not going to talk. Let me get this for video.
Okay, let's get it.
And then I'll put like that goofy, silly cartoon music over the top of it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
And this guy's in a tracksuit. Dude.
Hey, what we doing today?
It was funny though, like, I know, whatever, it is what it is, but check it out. Check out the tracksuit. It's not, but it's very close to an American, like, you know what I mean?
That's like
as he beats the shit out of two cops.
Right, wearing a flag. He looked like he can break dance.
I'm sure they all can.
I know they can. I don't even know why I said that.
Dude, and you know another thing that makes me mad about Mexicans? It's just, not makes me mad, but it's like a unnecessary thing that Mexicans do.
Okay.
There's other food in the world. There's fucking pizza.
Right.
There's burgers. There's Chinese food, like, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, like the Mexicans at my last job, when I did keep my food in the refrigerator, I don't knock because people steal it. Keep it in the car, especially when it's winter. But anyway, I digress.
Just a personal side note.
Just a personal, little footnote, little something about me. You know, they always have tortillas all the time. They always have some Mexican food.
That goddamn beans.
Every time, the beans. Every
time. Fucking beans.
I mean, I guess like
it's like goddamn margarine spread.
Right, it is. When I asked one about them, about the shell, like, why y'all eat tortillas all the damn time? He said it's like bread to us. The same way you eat bread, we use tortillas.
Yeah, but there's bread. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Yeah, there's bread. Yeah.
And whatever. And like, you know what? A carb's a carb. And to be fair, tortillas, fucking delicious. I'm not knocking the food.
We're not knocking it. We're just pointing out that there's other shit.
Every day.
Like, I love pepperoni and bacon pizza.
Right.
I could eat it every day.
Right.
But I won't because there's other food.
And also, too, there's kind of a thing in the world where, like, if you do it every day, it doesn't. This is like child shit.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make it special.
It doesn't make it special. It doesn't mean anything anymore. If I could just go and get a pizza, it's not a pizza that's important anymore.
And you know what? More than that, it's about like discipline. Discipline. Thank you so much.
Discipline.
Fucking discipline.
For real.
Maybe don't eat a goddamn pizza every fucking day.
A whole pizza.
And also, tacos can't be. Actually, most Mexican people seem kind of I haven't been in Mexico. Mm-hmm. I feel like Mexicans are thin, but are they? Like, now I think the tide's changing.
Like it's like one extreme or the other. They're either thin and muscular or they're fucking huge.
Right.
There's one extreme or the other. There's never nobody that's just average. If they are, they've been in America too long.
There's no gray Mexicans. There's no gray illegals.
Not really, no.
No gray illegal aliens, which is ironic.
Go back to that video, now that I think about it, I don't think we saw anybody that was bigger than Slim.
Well, because I guess they're fresh from Mexico. Once they get here, that's when they...
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Once they get here, set in, yeah.
Dude, so now they're giving them... Oh, man, this is going to go forever. This is going way longer on Mexicans than I thought it was going to go.
Got time.
But they're giving them... You saw this, right? They're giving them a credit card now, a monthly stipend of $1,000.
Stipend.
That's insane. I kind of want to move on because it's like...
Yeah, we're going to get in trouble. The comments going to be lit.
It's not even that. I could talk all fucking day about Mexicans. Vince McMahon, I guess.
Vince motherfucking man.
So, fan of wrestling or what?
I was. I didn't like grow out of it or anything. I just stopped watching shit, because I stream everything now. You got Fire Sticks and everything. You forget what's actually going on when you can watch whatever you want to watch whenever you want to watch it. So I kind of fell off of it. I respected the fact that it was scripted, but also respected the fact that it's take athleticism to throw a big heavy motherfucker around and land on your back and not break it.
I think that's the thing now. I think everyone knows, like, yeah, the outcome is not real, but obviously when you fall off a ladder from 10 feet.
There's something to that. Or you throw Shawn Michaels over the top rope outside the ring. No, there's no stunt double. There's no cut. Let's get Jackie Chan in there, have him fly out the ring, and then cut. Let's get Shawn Michaels back. That's actually
Jackie Chan would be so fucking mad. He'd be like, first of all, I don't know how.
First of all,
yeah. What I was going to ask you is, what era were you a fan of? Because I liked Attitude.
I like the Attitude.
WWF Attitude.
First of all, I was WWF. First of all, I'm WWF.
Right.
You know, absolutely. Monday Night Raw, the Attitude Era, DX was doing this.
Right.
I even go back before then. I even go way back. But yeah, that's when it was at the peak, when there was DX and everything like that. It's like it was a male soap opera.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's what it was, and I was cool with that. I accepted that.
I was in it from probably late 96 through 2000 probably. Okay. Which is roughly the Attitude Era. I mean, in my opinion, the best wrestling you've ever seen in your life.
The most entertaining. Yeah, I mean, you know, some people
Vince McMahon was on top of his goddamn shit.
Yes, he was. Then. He was flying around the ring, getting his ass whooping people's ass.
Dude, apparently, I guess I could Google it, but I'm hearing he's around like 70 years old. Right, so we're talking about. He's
about to be 80.
He's about to be 80.
Yeah, he's older.
He's older.
Yeah, he's older than 70.
So even more so than subtract 20 years, so that's roughly 55,
that's
60.
Still old as hell, but he's out there doing cartwheels and shit.
And that's when he's doing this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to just, we live in this world where you just immediately disparage anyone for doing anything.
Yeah.
And it's fun to do it, obviously.
It is. A lot of shit is fun.
Like making fun of Mexicans, there's nothing funner.
There's not a lot. It might be something.
Of course, there's funner things, but
pick another race.
Right, exactly. Whatever's happening at the time. The point being is that's for fun, and we should differentiate the difference between, making fun of somebody for fun and like literally slandering.
Yes.
Their entire life and everything they're about and ruining their life and their children's lives and there's effects.
Right.
There's effects of this stuff.
Yes.
That being said, I've kind of looked into this Vince McMahon stuff.
Yeah.
And it looks bad for him.
It's horrible. This guy
doesn't look good.
This guy DJ Academics gave a run through of the whole police file and shit.
Right.
For a while, I'm like, okay, so what's the problem?
Right.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Right.
And then it got to a certain part, I'm like, ugh. And then it got further, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, this, oh man.
It's a tight one.
It's a tight one.
The walls are closing in.
Yeah.
So I've got this video of some random guy. I mean, they put together some text that he sent.
Yeah.
And we'll just kind of play the text or whatever. And I don't even know that much. And these texts are insane.
Yes, they are. They are.
But there's a comment I want to make afterwards. Yeah. And I'm sure you have maybe something to say or maybe agree or whatever.
We can get into it.
And so the point of this too is like it's not this guy reads like the text and stuff. So I'm just trying to find where he does that. Okay, so this is like this first text. And then this dude said, I should say what his name is because the guy was funny. He makes sure to keep in mind that this is coming from basically a 70-year-old, and you're saying basically, should we find out?
Find out because I could be old. Either he's mid 70s or he's almost 80.
Age 78. So I mean, regardless whether he's 70 or 80, I mean it's. But this is the way people. I mean, I don't know. This is the way people talk. I feel like I'm sticking up for this guy. I don't know all the atrocities he's really done.
I mean,
I'm sure let's
talk.
Okay,
let's talk. I'll tell you what my thoughts. I'll tell you how my wave went.
Let's watch this, and then we'll pop into you. Let's get a frame of reference of what we're even talking about, because like this is kind of to me a little crazy. I don't know.
Right.
Here's the first text that is brought up as evidence against Vince. I love it. That's you, Janelle. You can't get enough, can you? In the future, it's going to be so bad that you'll demand to be twice a day, and not just with Blink and a three-way. Why not let others see your beautiful, voluptuous body and watch you shake uncontrollably when you They'll go out of their minds. Then I'll find more friends and we'll tie you up so you're helpless. I'll direct them to have their way, any way they want. Who can make you scream the loudest? Maybe I'll just line them up and have them squirt in your mouth, your pussy, all over your and ass, all at the same time. You'll be covered in and we'll make you eat it and taste everybody's. The next morning, you'll be a little sore, but you're still going to want more. more. Now, the fact that a fucking...
Right.
And then he makes a rhyme at the... I mean, it's so... Like, he's such a theatrics guy.
Yeah, like it's in him. He can't not
He can't... Like, you think you're going to get a text message from Vince McMahon that says, I'll be there in 5?
No.
It's like, hey, he's a theatrics guy.
He's a theatrics. Now, so when I read this shit, as crazy as it sounds, I'm like, okay, so what's the problem? That's what I said. Because I wanted to know her response. How is she responding to these things? You know, because some people, they get kind of edgy.
Right.
You know, saying the lifestyle is crazy. When I say the lifestyle,
they're like,
BDSM,
oh, fuck yeah, I want to be fucking...
You know, so I needed to know her response to this. So until I hear she didn't like this or that, I'm just seeing text messages and it's like, okay, well, he nasty.
So he goes through another one and stuff too, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know the exact context because I'm not an investigative reporter.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just talking shit on the fucking internet, right? Mm-hmm. And also too, a point that I'm thinking is she's not an actual slave. Like, she can just not do this.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
That's why I say, what's the problem? I need to hear her response to this.
So
you know.
And then I saw another thing that this was maybe part of like a setup thing.
Right.
Did you?
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I mean, like I said, I watched this guy DJ Academic. Shout out Academic. I done plugged you twice. I'm done talking about you. Fuck you. But,
is he on here?
Yeah, he's on there. If you want to look up his video.
Yeah, what's his? How do you?
His I think his name is King Academics.
It's got to be somewhat recent.
Yeah, it's very recent. He does the Vince McMahon video. Just look through. It's around there somewhere. You should see it. Might have to scroll a little bit.
I feel like I should see a white guy.
Yeah, you will definitely.
You know what I mean?
You'll definitely see the white guy. You'll definitely see the white guy out of all these Negroes. Not that white guy. That white guy.
I guess this has been happening for a while.
Yeah. There it is right there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get...
He has a 30-minute video, though. So, you know.
I just want to see if he... Oh, right. So he's got the shit right here. I don't understand the relationship of this. Right. It's like to where it's like... It's basically just a bunch of terrible text messages, you know, a bunch of very perverse text messages from Vince McMahon. And what was the response? What was her response to this?
So for the people that's watching saying we support rape culture, no, I'm just saying at this point I'm wondering how her response is.
Because did you watch his full video?
Yeah, I watched this whole video, so I've come to my conclusion.
But what I'm saying is on his video, does he do any of the responses that she had?
Yes.
What were her responses?
Okay, we want to just go right to it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he got a bunch of crazy videos, a bunch of crazy text messages. But after this, she responds to one saying something along the lines of, I may need a couple days, I'm tired. Right. So I'm like, okay, so she's with these type of things, you know?
You know what, I think... I'm just more familiar with... Because I think we'll get to the same conclusion here, but I'm just more familiar with this video.
Okay.
Because he's white. Right. Or actually, I don't think he is. I think he's like Chinese or Mexican. Dude, and also I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah.
I honest to God can't tell you a fucking race anymore. I can do black and white and that's about it.
That's it. Either you're black or you're white to me.
There's
black, white, Latino or Asian. I give you that. Sometimes the Latinos and Asians kind of get you.
I can't do them anymore. I'm telling you, I can't do an Asian and a Mexican anymore.
I got a homegirl who's Latina and Native American. Everybody thought she was Filipino.
Right.
Like I actually asked her one time, this years ago, I ain't gonna say her name because we talk a lot of crazy shit. But I asked her one time, I said, what race are you? She said, what do you think I am? You think I'm Asian, huh? I said, yeah, I'll probably say Filipino, Latina, Native American. So
wait, what was it?
No, she's a mixture of Latina and Native American. There's no Asian at all.
Dude, once all that starts happening, it's just like...
You see how confusing it is?
I don't know, man. Like Three Ninjas on the scale of karate movies, where is it?
Three Ninjas 1 is the shit.
You like it?
Three Ninjas 1 was the shit.
Right.
It was cool. It was cute.
Right.
Three Ninjas 2, Three Ninjas Kickback.
Yeah, I'm glad you corrected yourself right there because that would have been a huge mistake.
Yeah, right. Three Ninjas 2 was cute.
What the fuck did you? It was great.
It was awesome. It was fantastic. Now, at the risk of getting slapped, Three Ninjas 2 Kickback, that was actually a dope movie.
Wait, was Kickback the third one? Because
Kickback is the second one. The second one they had.
They go to
Japan.
That's called Kickback.
Kickback. Three Ninjas Kickback.
You're probably right.
One.
You're probably
that
right.
one is epic. That one's dope,
dude. It's very cool. Where they're wearing the different colored fucking samurai fucking. Fuck, dude, I love that shit, dude.
Kickback is the shit.
Fuck it, yeah, dude. I want that. I want to learn that shit, dude.
That movie that's one of the movies that made me become a ninja. I am an actual ninja.
Here's the difference between you and me.
Go ahead.
I just thought of this. I actually just wanted the fucking uniform.
Yeah.
Like you actually learned it.
Yeah, I actually know the shit. I actually fuck you up. You're like, I actually know some shit.
I'm like, yeah,
I
but
know some shit. Yeah.
I'm like, but check out the belt though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know.
This is a dope
like,
outfit though. You think I could fuck you up, and that's really all that matters a lot of the time. Yeah.
Everyone likes a man in uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
everyone likes them, fears them, and respects them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's the command that uniform.
Yeah, you ain't gotta know shit. You wear that uniform and you pop it out and you walk with your hands behind your back or some shit like that. Yeah, people gonna respect you.
I bought a UPS jacket from Goodwill for like $5.
Nice.
Like a legit UPS jacket. And when I wore it, it was like, I got a fucking career, dude. Like, I don't know.
It made you feel like somebody.
Dude, people treated me differently.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
They're like opening doors.
Everybody loves a UPS guy.
They're like, you carried enough things today.
You damn right I have. Or at least you think I have.
Right.
You believe it.
And you know what? In a lot of ways I have.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways I have.
Right, it ain't always physical, the shit we carry.
All right, where the fuck are we? Right, with these...
This McMahon nasty ass.
Second Degree Burn, a Bird Notice story, now streaming on Tubi TV and Amazon Prime. You guys have to check it out. Give it a... All right.
Has been accused of some pretty diabolical.
Wait, where's that one? All right, so here's another wild one. I believe this is with like multiple big black dicks.
Yes.
Let's check it out.
Multiple big black dicks. Jesus Christ.
And he's like, you need your panties ripped off and 3 big black dicks in all 3 of your holes at the same time.
I like how he spells pussy with
way
an
up
E.
your ass as far as they will go, but even farther. And the thickest goes down your throat, so it makes you gag and convulse as those big black pound away, but it makes you non-stop. Just one continuous constant orgasm. And just before you pass out, those big black squirt their load inside of you.
Look, he likes reading this.
Coming out of all your holes.
He likes reading
turn
this.
you over and off all over you.
So, like, to his point, sure, like, and I'm sure that's a lot of people's point, like, hey, she's trying to keep this job. She's trying to make her boss happy.
Right.
But, like, honestly, use some common sense. Keeping your boss happy isn't fucking him and all of his friends.
Right.
That's insane.
Exactly.
That's fucking insane.
Exactly. So what I got is, like, I don't hear she's just trying to keep the boss happy. They fucked already. They done had threesomes already. And right now he's getting comfortable and he's escalating things. And now I need to know how she respond to it. Like, I know you done fucked multiple people already. So now I'm saying you want to do this, you want to do that. He's getting a little excited.
Right.
At this point, I need to hear her say, hey, wait a minute, calm down.
Right.
That I'm not really into all that. That's what I needed to hear. And I wasn't hearing it.
Right.
Before I heard that, I heard, hey, babe, give me some time to recover or something like that.
Right.
When I heard that, I threw my hands like, oh, okay, well, she's with this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's the type of person that like to have multiple big black dicks. Can we say dicks? Big black penises, whatever. You know, she have multiple threesomes and stuff like that. So at this point, my understanding is I need to hear how she responds because it seemed like there's something she down with.
Has there been a stigma about Vince McMahon that he's been like a rapist and all these, you know what I mean?
I never heard it.
So, and like once something happens like this, once like the targets, like once the object's been targeted, and the green light's been, and all the keys have been twisted, and all the shots can go out.
Yeah, like a bunch of people like, oh, we got one? Him? Okay, let's go, ladies.
And then they all go after him.
Come out, right?
And it's like, you know, I mean, and if this guy is a piece of shit, and I mean, clearly he's like, he's aggressive.
Right.
But is he doing this like, I don't know enough.
Right. So let me ask you, does he go into her testimony and what she said?
No, probably the same stuff you heard. Like, it's just like little simple texts.
Okay, then I heard more.
Maybe we should try to sum up our thoughts of
and
try to predict what we think might happen.
Let's wrap it up. All right. So after hearing that shit, I did eventually hear the text of her expressing this displeasure. Because she sent a text to him that said, make sure these people know that this is just fantasy. Because at a point in time, he apparently was showing off pictures to like a bunch of different guys, and now all these guys are saying, "Hey, I want to do."
Right.
To the point where there's even a particular WWE superstar that was told, "You're going to hit this." So now it's like she pretty much went on with him reluctantly and had to go along with it, otherwise he would expose her or some shit like that. And then
so just from what you said right there,
yeah.
So if I'm getting this straight, he was like, "Oh, this is awesome. Check out this whore. I'm banging her."
Yes.
And then he's like, and then someone's like, "Yeah, I want to bang her." He's like, "Absolutely."
He's telling these guys,
he's
telling these guys she wants to fuck all of you. He's telling these,
and then that's he's just making this up.
He's just saying that. He's just taking the initiative to say that.
Right.
And then he comes back and texts her, "Hey, I got 5 guys that all want to fuck me."
Right. So that's insane.
That's insane. Now we getting there. Because she says now, "Hey, make sure these guys know this is just fantasy.
Right.
I don't really want this."
But
now what happens is as she's walking around the workplace, guys are looking at her crazy.
Right.
Now, if you tell me you're going to suck my dick, I can fuck you, boom, 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 boom. When I see you reaching into the refrigerator, I'm going to walk up and grab your ass and think everything cool.
Right.
But come to find out, everything is not cool.
Right.
And then fast forward to the end, like his wife found out. He said, "I got to cut you off. You got to leave it alone." She went to his house for something. And on the way out, he grabbed her by the arm and said, "One last thing before you go," and forced her on her knees.
Right.
And and took her mouth.
Right.
And she said she was trying to push him off.
Right.
She said, "I can't breathe." He said, "I'm not gonna let you go that easy."
Right.
And then she was able to push him off and she ran off. At that point, I'm like, yeah, we got to go ahead and get him.
Yeah.
There's even a point where after a freak off, she was in the bathroom showering and he went and like literally shat on her, like shit on her, like shit out of his asshole on this woman's head, on her face and in her hair. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, okay, this was not part of it. A threesome here and there, suck your friend's dick, maybe. Yeah, I know you, but a threesome here and there, suck your friend's dick, okay, cool. But you shitting in my hair and telling these guys this, and then where he actually forced her to do that, like, yeah, if that's what happened, he's.
I mean, you gotta admit, kind of impressive. This old guy can just do all these incredible things.
I mean, 80 years old.
It's terrible, without a doubt.
Right.
Without a doubt,
like
it's
I said,
terrible.
hang him. Go on and hang him. That's what really happened. Go on and hang him. Because like I said, I needed to hear
he pull off some incredible,
like
he's on and off,
when you look at him, when he was in that ring, he's not like some small, frail guy.
Right.
He looked like them competitors, That's just like Dana White. Like, you can guarantee these guys work out, they hit the gym, saying they look kind of like the guys they hire,
I can't imagine having the balls and being the kind of person that just walks up to somebody and shits on their head.
Shits on them.
And like, whether that's good or bad.
Right, whether they with it or not, like, wow.
It's just like, that's incredible.
Right, just shat on this woman while she was in the shower cleaning up after doing whatever, So that's what I needed to hear. I needed to hear her tell him, hey, make sure these guys know this is fantasy. I'm not really with this. And he forced to do this, and I said no and tried to get away. It's like, okay, she ain't with all this mess. You done fucked up.
Ay caramba.
You done fucked up.
Ay caramba. The guy had a hell of a run.
He had a hell of a fucking run.
And thank God he's being whatever.
At least we know it now. Now we know.
I gotta admit, I gotta believe though, and this doesn't make anything he's ever done right. I'm not justifying anything.
Right.
But I gotta believe, like, if this bitch wasn't such a whore to begin with, it wouldn't have happened. I don't know. I don't know.
Like I said, we already said it. He was wrong. He needed to be hung. Give him what you're gonna give him. But ladies, you cannot open certain doors for certain.
And maybe this is why women shouldn't be in the workplace.
Maybe sometimes, maybe that's why they say not completely leaving her, talking about other shit.
Right.
They say women want sex more than men do.
Right.
If that was the case, the Me Too movement wouldn't be popping like it is.
Right.
You walk into an office and grab a random woman's ass, you getting escorted out. You getting arrested.
Right.
If a woman walk up and brush her ass on a man's dick, getting his phone number.
I'll say another thing though too, like in general, I believe that like women are like they're so much more whorish in general in nature that like there's so much stuff about men being whatever at a workplace, and then it's because men don't report shit women do because the shit women do, it's just like, oh wow, this is a crazy old broad or like whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, or it's like some crazy fat whore, like whatever the fuck it might be. It's like, dude, well, I'm not gonna go fucking file
a report. I'm gonna about this. I'm gonna tell you not to do it no more. I'm gonna make jokes about it with my friends, you know.
And like, to be fair, a woman could be like, yeah, well, then you're not feeling threatened by it. That's debatable. Some of the shit's so creepy. It honestly creeps the fuck out of me. It's happened several times.
Seriously, like I'm not attracted to you. Then maybe the person may be in the relationship, and you come bringing yourself and trying to push up on me just because I'm a man, and you think I think with my dick. Right. You know, that you put me in a spot where I'm like, ew.
It's honestly offensive.
It is offensive. Treat me like a piece of meat. You know, treating men like pieces of meat.
But my point is that like a woman could say that like, oh well, you don't feel threatened or something like that. Right. But I honestly believe with like a workplace and stuff, if you make it apparent, like dude, stop fucking touching me. Right. And like a dude's gonna be like, okay, well that's right. And like, should a woman have to do that? Well, I guess fucking so.
Yeah, I guess
then fucking just do that.
Yeah,
and then
you have to. I guess so. You have to.
All right. Yeah, I know. That was an amazing episode, Jeremiah. All right. We will. This is the new season.
Man. I didn't know we was doing seasons, but this is definitely the new one.
This is the season 3.
Season 3. I think you said season 3. Yeah.
Believe it or not, and the background.
Yeah.
Be different or something.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier, but I'm just the guest here. So.